Alright guys, today we're going over the Pioneer AVH-W4400NEX, and this is Pioneer's 2018 model that supports wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. I'm going to show you general features for this head unit and how it works with an Android phone, because that's what I use, and how it works with this kit, and this is the iDataLink Maestro RR, and this allows you to view car features like tire pressure, your check engine light when the doors open, and gauges. So let me show you how this works on a 2011 Scion TC. So you get the boot animation and you can customize this to whatever animation you like. I just use the default black one. Then you get the warning screen. This disappears in 6 to 7 seconds, or you can hit OK. So we'll let that fire up. Then it boots up to Android Auto wirelessly. And I'll put my phone in front of the screen. You see there's no cable connected, and I'm showing you the whole distance of the phone. So if I look at my phone and I hit this, if I unlock it, it says Android Auto, so it's running wirelessly. So some features for Android Auto, I'm on the general screen, which is the bottom middle circle button, and this shows the weather in my area. It shows places I've navigated to, and it'll show songs I've listened to as well. So the first tab you get is Maps. This is Google Maps, and it works the same way your phone does. You can move around, you can navigate to places, you have some general options like satellite view, view the traffic, you can have voice commands on or off. The other feature is Waze. If you like to use that, you just select it right there, and you can view Waze and do things just like you would on your phone. We'll go back to Maps. Second tab is your phone book, and this works just like your phone, where you can call people, you can dial numbers, listen to voicemail, look at your history, etc. The bottom middle, like I said, is the general tab. The next tab is music, and I have TuneIn Radio Pro installed on my phone so I can listen to it on Android Auto. There's other apps too, like iHeartRadio, Google Play Music, and there's Pandora, Spotify, and there's some other apps too, but those are the main ones. The last tab is a Return to Pioneer, and if I hit that, it returns back to the main Pioneer screen. So, some other Android Auto examples we have is the microphone. I can ask it general information like, show me Walmart nearby.
Showing results for show me Walmart nearby.
And it shows me some Walmarts nearby that are by my house, and I can navigate there. Now, the voice command, since I had Google Maps open last, that's the maps it uses. If I would have ended with Waze, then and I asked the Google Assistant something, it would use Waze to show me locations. Other examples, since this is the Google Assistant, you can ask it other stuff that's connected to your home. For example, is the front door locked?
The front door is locked.
So you can ask it things like that, or you can ask it about the temperature and other smart assistant things that you have, and you don't have to be at your home. So I'm just showing you how it works in general. So that's pretty much Android Auto. Now we'll go to the home screen of the Pioneer head unit, and you'll see you get the time, the date, has album art for the Google Play song I was listening to, and you'll see at the bottom you have your 4 quick selects. I have HD radio, car features, iPod, and Bluetooth set as my favorites. You can view the AV screen and you can customize your favorites. This head unit has Sirius XM capabilities. If you get the adapter, it has an SD card behind the CD unit, auxiliary. You can view your camera at any time, and you can shut the head unit off. So we'll go ahead and go with some features. If I look at HD radio, basically you get 3 FM presets and 1 AM preset. And you'll notice that when I was listening to station 1, it was just the 107.5, that's SD, but you'll notice that it switches to HD because that's broadcasting in HD. So some stations you'll get album art, some you won't, some you'll get the song name or the artist name, some you won't. HD, this station has 2, 3 HD stations, and there's also some other stations that don't have HD. So you might not get the album art and the song name or the artist. Like this one, it doesn't say HD, but I'm still getting the song name and the artist, just not the album art. So that is the HD radio portion. Now we'll go back to the home screen. The next tab is car features, and this was the iDataLink I was telling you about earlier in the video. I can view things because it's connected to my OBD2 sensor that my car has. Now every manufacturer is different. Some manufacturers you'll be able to view the coolant temperature and some you might not. This one I happen to view it. And then the RPM I can view, how many miles I got left to the tank, if I'm giving the pedals some load, so I'm revving the engine so it's going up a little with the RPMs and the load. I can view the transmission fluid, and then you get more on another tab. You can also go to the settings, select gauges, let's do top left, and there's different ones for whatever your manufacturer has. It's not specific to the actual iDataLink device, the Maestro RR. It's dependent on the manufacturer of your car. So we'll go back. The next tab is tire pressure and the check engine light. So you'll see the tire pressure for all 4 tires. Also, if I open the door and then I close it, you see that it was open when it turned yellow. Battery life, and if there's a check engine light, it'll turn on. Also, if your tire pressure gets low to where it's kind of a critical stage, it'll turn red no matter what screen you're on, and you'll know right away that your tire's low. Now the third option on the left is temperature, but the reason why it's grayed out here is because my temperature gauges are knobs. If they were digital built into the head unit that came from the factory, then I would be able to control temperature, but since I have analog knobs, it's grayed out. The last thing with the car right here, that's parking sensors. I have a Scion TC. This doesn't have parking sensors, so that's grayed out as well. So that's the car features. The next one I got is iPod. Now this one's just like a regular iPod. I can search by playlist, artist, etc. So I'll play that. And the album art just depends on if you have the song on your phone with album art, or your iPod I mean. We'll go back to the home screen, go to Bluetooth, that's just Bluetooth audio. Down here on the bottom right, if I hit the phone book, it opens up Android Auto to my contacts list. If you have Apple CarPlay, then it'll open that list for your contacts. We'll go back, go to settings. Some settings we got. These are the first tab is favorites. Second tab, general settings, like I can view the camera. There's no lines on this head unit like there was previous head units. I don't know why they removed it. I can view Wi-Fi settings. Smartphone, this is where you would select Android. You would select other to use an Android phone, or iPod/iPhone to use an Apple device. Now keep in mind, with the back of the head unit, if you want to use Android Auto, you want to plug into USB port 2. If you want to use Apple CarPlay, you want to plug in a USB port 1. Okay, so we'll go back. Some other settings you got, demo mode off. You can go back to default settings. I can hear the click every time I hit something, and there's other settings that are general for every head unit. Next one, paint. I can view the background of this head unit. I can change it to, there's a couple live wallpapers for the AV screen, like when it's playing music. And then the home screen is the main screen. You can change it, and you can also upload your own images. Next one, theme. There's about 5 different themes. I use the orange one because it matches my illumination on my dash. Clock, you get 3 clocks and then an off setting. Splash screen is the boot animation. I just have it on the default black, or the black one, which is the stock one. Next is sound, and I can view, this has like a 13-band equalizer, so you can choose a default down there. I usually do powerful and then adjust the last 3 a little higher for vocals. Then you got, you can fade the music, you can mute the music. I have the subwoofer on because I have a system. You can view the crossover setting. Low pass filter, you either set that on your head unit or your amp. You don't want to set it on both. And there's some other general sound settings. Bass boost. ASL is if you're in motion, the music will rise, and if you're going slower, the music will go down. Next tab, we got the video settings, and the last tab we got Bluetooth. I always want it to connect, and I accidentally marked that as a favorite, so if I did that, it would be right there as a favorite. So we'll unmark it. I don't want it to auto answer. I want it to ring on my car. So that's pretty much the default settings. So there you have it. That's pretty much the general features of this head unit and how you use Android Auto. And This is a quick review of the Pioneer AVH-W4400NEX using the iDataLink Maestro RR kit to view car features. Now, I do recommend this head unit. I upgraded from the 4200, so the main feature I was looking for is wireless Android Auto, and it's a really good feature. The only downfall is it does kill battery faster, but I have a cable running to my glove box where I can plug it in wired, and it charges while I use Android Auto, which is good for long trips. If you want to use the wireless feature, I enjoy for short trips, just so I can leave the phone in my pocket and do my own thing. So there you have it. I do recommend the Pioneer AVH-W4400NEX. It's about $550 on Amazon, and it's a really good head unit, and I'm looking forward to their future models. Hopefully they update the screen a little to at least 720, because these are a little bit less than that, but it does look pretty good in the car, and there's not really too much glare on the screen either. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Bye.